My name's Jakob Spruce. I am the writer and director of the film What I Want. I'm a senior theater major here at Wesleyan, and the film was my senior project. I first had the idea for the film back in high school. I was taking my AP European history test, and I pulled up the essay question in the test and didn't know what it was. So I had 90 minutes to myself. So I wrote out an idea for a movie about something involving a dancer and losing control of herself with dance. So in talks with some of the professors, they suggested that if I wanted to do a movie, just write one. I knew from the beginning that I wanted this to be a musical. In my first draft of writing the script, I spent a lot of time by myself just thinking where is this thing gonna go? How are we gonna get to the end? Our cinematographer Derek, our composer Lauren, of hey, I've got this script. It's not where I want it to be. Can you guys help me out? Derek was really great at giving me notes, helping me craft the story. Lauren, she saw all the lyrics I wrote and said, all right, let's make those better. And she did a lot of rewriting on the lyrics, which she ended up loving and came on to do the rest of the music for the film. So it became this really collaborative process where I had this idea and it really didn't start to blossom until all these different people came in and out helping me shape it the way it is now.
I am Derek Hess. I'm a theater arts major, and for the film I acted as the director of photography. I'm also the editor of the movie. I think probably one of the most rewarding things for this particular production is I was the only one on set who had made a movie before. Because I had come in having that experience of being on a film set, it was my job to teach the other members of the crew how a film set works and how to make a movie. Because we had several members of our crew that they had no experience coming in, but they wanted to learn. Day one I would have to say, break everything down and say, here's what I need you to do. And then it became like clockwork by the end of the production. That was probably the most rewarding thing for me of being on set for this production, just the education and the collaboration aspect of it.
I think some of my favorite shoots have been with the dancers, to be honest. The work our choreographer, Haley, has been doing is just stunning. And the dancers have just this incredible work ethic where they just want to get it done, and they want to get it done to the best of their ability every time. They're always so positive, even when we start to get frustrated behind the camera. We go for a shot over and over, and the boom mic gets in the way, or it's out of focus. And they're always just so positive, we got this, guys, you got it, keep going, keep going. It's people like that make the really long days feel really easy, which I'm so grateful for.
My name is Haley Shires, and I was the choreographer for Jakob's film. I've actually never choreographed for a film before, so that was a new thing just in general, and working with some actors that hadn't had as much experience in dance was another new experience for me. So trying to create choreography for a scene that I didn't know much about, with music that was brand new and just instrumental, all of it was a very new experience. Some of the challenges were trying to align what I was doing in the choreographic process with Jakob's vision for the film and the story that he was trying to portray. But he is the most easy person ever to work with, and he loved everything that I did, so it made me feel a lot better about it. And then working with Lauren with the music and trying to get a good idea, especially for the finale. That was one of our biggest challenges because we wanted it to be really impactful, but we all worked together really well, and I think it's going to turn out pretty awesome.
The best way to learn filmmaking is to make movies. And it's absolutely true, because every day on set, pretty much, it felt like there was some kind of failure that happened. There's a lot of problem solving that you have to occur, because whenever something does go wrong, you have to figure out what the solution is. There was one day on set, it was a scene where it was a freshman orientation scene, and we had 10 extras cast for the scene, and one of them showed up. We had to solve that problem. And the way we ended up solving it was the whole crew, including myself, sat in the background and acted as extras, right? Those sorts of things would happen every shoot, and it's just a matter of learning to roll with it and how best to manage it, and being prepared for everything to go wrong at any time.
This was the first experience a lot of us have had acting on camera or being behind a camera. So just learning with each other and growing and figuring things out, that is honestly more fun than the finished product, because we're really growing as people and as artists and getting to flex new muscles. I'm probably never going to make a movie again. Sorry, Derek. This was absolutely one of the most challenging projects I've ever worked on in my life. And it is so rewarding, and I love everything that we're producing. But it also made me realize that working in feature films, it's not where my heart is. They're really long hours where you're doing the same thing over and over and over. And I tend to lean more towards on the design elements of production. I love lighting and costuming and that kind of stuff. So being behind a camera I don't get to flex those muscles. But would I take this back? Not at all. I mean, I've met so many great people. We've created something that is really special. I am incredibly proud of everyone. So it was fun, and it was hard, and it was everything all at once.